Hey there, future investors. Are you ready to make your money work for you? Imagine waking up one morning and getting paid for just owning a little slice of some of the world's best companies without lifting a finger. That's the magic of dividend stocks and ETFs. They offer a fantastic way to earn passive income, build wealth over time, and even cushion your retirement savings. In today's video, we're diving into the 7 most crucial tips for anyone about to start investing in dividend stocks or ETFs. Whether you're looking for a steady income, long-term growth, or just trying to build a financial cushion, you stick around because tip number 7 might just be the game changer you need to start your journey towards financial freedom. Okay, for starters, chapter 1, to understand the basics. Before we jump into the world of dividend investing, let's make sure we're on the same page. Dividend stocks are shares of companies that pay you a portion of their profits, usually on a regular basis, just for holding their stock. These payouts typically occur quarterly, but some companies pay monthly or annually, providing a steady stream of income that you can count on. ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, take this a step further by bundling together a variety of these dividend-paying stocks. It's like buying a little piece of a bunch of companies in one go, which spreads out your risk and diversifies your income sources. But here's the kicker. Not all dividend stocks or ETFs are created equal. Some are reliable and growing, while others are risky and unstable. Knowing the difference between high-yield traps and genuine opportunities can make or break your portfolio. And don't worry, we'll get to that in just a bit. Keep watching, because next we're diving into how to spot the right investments. Okay, keep up. Chapter 2, look beyond the yield. You might be tempted to chase after the highest yields you can find. After all, more money sounds better, right? But there's the hard truth. A high yield can sometimes be a red flag. Companies offering extremely high dividends may be struggling financially, or their payouts might not be sustainable. It's a bit like getting a juicy offer that seems too good to be true. It often is. High yields can sometimes be the result of a plummeting stock price, which might indicate trouble ahead for the company. Think of it like this. Would you trust a friend who borrows money from others just to pay you back? That's what some of these companies are doing. Instead, focus on companies with consistent and reliable dividend growth. Look for dividend yields that are attractive but backed by strong earnings and a sustainable payout ratio. A solid track record often speaks louder than a flashy yield. Up next, we're breaking down the key metrics you need to evaluate before making your first investment. Stay tuned, because knowing these will help you dodge the biggest pitfalls. Straight on to Chapter 3, Know Your Metrics. Numbers don't lie, but they can be deceiving if you don't know which ones to watch. 2 critical metrics to always keep an eye on are the dividend payout ratio and yield stability. The payout ratio shows how much of a company's earnings are being paid out as dividends. If this ratio is over 100%, that's a big warning sign. The company might be paying out more than it's making. Ideally, you want to see a payout ratio below 60% for most industries. This indicates the company has room to grow dividends in the future and can weather economic downturns without cutting its payouts. Yield stability is another key player. A history of steady or growing dividends can indicate a healthy company that's committed to rewarding its shareholders. Look for companies that have increased their dividends for several consecutive years, often called dividend aristocrats or dividend kings. But it gets better. In the next chapter, we'll reveal why diversifying your portfolio with dividend ETFs can be a safer bet than putting all your eggs in one basket. Ready for that? Let's go. And into Chapter 4, Diversify with dividend ETFs. If you're feeling overwhelmed by picking individual stocks, dividend ETFs can be your best friend. These funds offer a basket of dividend-paying stocks, providing instant diversification. This means less risk of a single company's troubles dragging down your entire portfolio. By investing in a dividend ETF, you gain exposure to dozens or even hundreds of companies with one single investment. But knowing that, Don't just pick any ETF. Look for ones with low expense ratios, which means you keep more of your earnings, and a strong performance history. Some popular dividend ETFs track high-quality dividend stocks with a history of stable or growing payouts, like the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF or the SPDR S&P Dividend ETF. And here's the twist. Even with ETFs, you still need to keep an eye on yield traps and payout stability. Want to know how to fine-tune your dividend strategy even further? Stick around, because the next tip is about reinvesting your dividends for exponential growth. Okay, moving on, we're really ripping now. Chapter 5, Reinvest your dividends. Here's where things get really exciting. Reinvesting your dividends. Instead of taking the cash, put those dividends back into more shares of the stock or ETF. This is called compounding, and it's like planting a tree that grows more trees every season. Over time, your investment grows exponentially as you earn dividends on your dividends. The longer you hold and reinvest, the more powerful the effect becomes. For example, if you start with $1,000 in a dividend stock yielding 4% and reinvest those dividends, after 10 years, you'd have significantly more than if you simply pocketed the cash each year. Don't just take my word for it. Many of the world's wealthiest investors swear by this strategy. It's a simple yet powerful way to grow your portfolio without having to add extra money beyond your initial investment. But don't just jump in blindly. Up next, we'll cover why having a clear investment plan can save you from emotional decisions and keep you on track to financial independence. Almost there. Chapter 6. Have a clear investment plan. Investing without a plan is like sailing without a map. You need to know your destination, whether it's generating passive income, saving for retirement, or something else entirely. Set clear goals and stick to them. Understand your risk tolerance, how much you can afford to lose, and decide how much you're willing to invest regularly. This could be a fixed amount each month, or investing a lump of sum when the opportunity arises. Having a plan also means not getting swayed by market noise. The stock market is full of ups and downs, and it's easy to panic sell when things look grim. But remember, dividend investing is all about the long term. Your goal is to build a steady stream of income, not to get rich overnight. Stay disciplined, and remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. In the next and final chapter, we'll reveal the biggest secret to keeping your investments growing, no matter what the market throws at you. Ready for the ultimate tip? Nah, it's a good one though. Let's dive in. We're so close, guys. Chapter 7, Patience is key. The most crucial tip, and possibly the hardest to follow, is patience. The market will have ups and downs, but your job is to stay the course. Don't panic sell at the first sign of trouble, and don't get greedy when things are going well. Remember, dividend investing is about the long game. Companies that consistently pay or grow dividends tend to weather market storms better than most. History has shown that patient investors are often the most successful. Over time, even small amounts of money invested wisely can grow into substantial sums, thanks to the power of compounding. Sticking to your plan, reinvesting your dividends, and staying patient can turn even the modest investment into substantial wealth over time. And who knows, if you follow these steps, one day you might find yourself living off your dividend income. Sipping coffee on a beach somewhere, knowing your money is working for you. Sounds good, right? Okay, if there's anyone still here, I'll add a bonus. How to get started. Alright, so now you're equipped with the essential tips. Let's talk about how to get started. First, you'll need a brokerage account. This is where you'll buy and hold your dividend stocks and ETFs. Many brokerages offer low or no commission trades, making it easier than ever to get started with a small amount of money. Next, do your homework. Research the companies or ETFs you're interested in, paying close attention to the dividend payout ratios, yield stability, and overall financial health. Start small and diversify your investments to spread the risk. Set up a plan to invest regularly, whether it's monthly or quarterly, and consider setting up automatic dividend reinvestments, so your dividends automatically buy more shares. Finally, keep track of your investments. Review them periodically and adjust your strategy as needed. But remember, the goal is to stay consistent and not get swayed by short-term market movements. Well, I must say that some of you really are sticking here. That's nice to know. Okay. Lastly, before we wrap up, remember that all investments come with risks. Dividend stocks and ETFs can be a powerful tool for income growth, but they're not without their ups and downs. With that said, step 1 in my 7 tips to earn money online is done. There are 6 more to go, right? I hope you liked this and want to come back for more. If you want to subscribe and leave a like, that would be awesome. Even though I can hardly speak English, maybe some of you still understand me. Anyways, have a good day and we'll meet again in the next one. Cheers!